In this video, we will crown the best centre-back in the Premier League right now. Matthijs De Ligt is one of the best centre-halves in the Premier League at the moment.
Mickey van der Ven.
What's one of? How many?
Top 3.
No, don't be silly. No, he's not.
No, that's too much. No.
Top 5?
If I could take you back to August 15th or August 30th or whenever the September 2nd, can you? I deadline day. I can't remember when it was.
Take me whenever you want.
Take you back to deadline day.
I mean, go on.
Would you swap the Isak signing for a Guehi signing? No. Nah, that's outrageous.
Correct.
Who's the best centre half who has got a name that begins with G? And plays.
Based on the last 11 games.
Players, but it is what it is. What's happening, everyone, and welcome to WHFC, brought to you by Final One Standing, football's ultimate free-to-play eliminator game. On this episode, we're playing a game of Final One Standing to work out who is the best central defender in the Premier League right now. Chaps, no bias from you. You be the man you want to be. You be the man you want to be. We're going to kick this off with Matthijs De Ligt versus Mickey van der Ven. And this is far tighter than it would have been a year ago. Far tighter. In fact, I'm going to kick it off.
Go on.
Matthijs De Ligt is one of the best centre-halves in the Premier League at the moment.
Mickey van der Ven.
What's one of? How many?
Top 3.
No, don't be silly. No, he's not.
No, that's too much.
No. Top 5?
Like Arsenal have got 3 centre halves.
Yeah.
Arsenal have 2 centre-halves, Bal.
I don't know.
Liverpool have none better.
What?
Liverpool have none better.
Oh,
they don't.
Rory.
De
De
Ligt.
Ligt, not at the moment, they don't.
What, you been silly? Come on.
No, I'm not saying who's got a better Premier League legacy.
No, neither am I, but they're not. If Chelsea had a choice of De Ligt or Van Dijk or Konate tomorrow, you'd take Van Dijk or Konate. Yes, and don't be silly.
I don't think I'd take Konate.
Why? Konate's had a few bad games. He's also had some good games this season.
Why does Virgil van Dijk get such a free pass?
He doesn't. He's been poor this season.
And yet, and Matthijs De Ligt's been excellent.
Okay, but how current do we go? Because again, Van Dijk has had some good games this season.
Van Dijk has been excellent this season. I'm sorry, he's been excellent.
Do you think he's been excellent? He has had a few poor games.
He hasn't been excellent.
He's been excellent. He's been excellent.
Mate,
yes. Sorry, are you going to tell me if he's been dribbled past?
No, I'm definitely not. No. That's not a stat I've.
For his standards, I think he's been poor.
You've got the wrong man. The wrong man is off.
I think we've gone way off track here because we're bringing in the best centre back for sure in the last 5, 10, whatever years.
Okay, look, let's keep it on.
I'll take Mickey van der Ven.
Rory has had the audacity.
Mickey van der Ven
to hold
Matthijs De Ligt.
Matthijs De Ligt up.
I'm thinking Van der Ven.
I think De Ligt has been immense. I really do. I think everything good that's happened to Man United this year,
but not that much good has happened. They're still conceding every week.
They concede goals.
When was their last clean sheet? Do you know?
No,
God, I don't know.
It's on my like
I can't even. They concede.
No, listen. Clean sheets can be overrated. Let's not worry about clean sheets in these debates.
It's like De Ligt has gone from being a bit of a laughing stock to now actually like a respectable defender. Just because he's jumped from like dog to like maybe a bit of bird. Doesn't mean he's like this mantelpiece. He's been good, yeah. He's been good.
I feel like he's been excellent. I really do.
You have to stop with the hyperbole.
I don't think it's hyperbole.
I know you do it to one.
Excellent
Is John
player.
Terry on this list? Have you managed to get him on here?
Sadly not.
Man United have conceded a lot of goals this season.
But if we're going to do that, then like if that's the metric, we're comparing De Ligt to Van der Ven. Tottenham aren't exactly stingy at the back.
No. 100%. Van der Ven's been better than De Ligt.
Let's break it.
He hasn't.
Break it down.
Hasn't.
You're just talking about he was terrible against Chelsea, yes, but I don't think you watch a lot of Spurs because you.
I watch them too often. I hate watching them.
No, Van der Ven's been better than.
Okay, look, it's democracy reigns on WHFC.
Did you not see? So slow. He's slow, and I think he's exploitable. I think Van der Ven, the pace that Van der Ven.
I think De Ligt wins an awful lot in the air. I think he's dangerous in both boxes. I think he's brave. I think he's a leader at that back line. I think he's a better player than Mickey van der Ven.
That third best Dutch centre back.
You know what? They actually make a solid partnership because De Ligt is the organizer, leader, but then Van der Ven is the beast.
Yeah,
and I think Van der Ven, his profile and what he's done this season in terms of the opposition third as well. He scored about 6-7 goals this season.
What can I do?
I did not say he's the top 3 centre halves in the league.
I've been massively outvoted. In terms of form, I think he has. I think honestly, I think he's been excellent. Every time I watch Man United, I feel like he shines. But democracy reigns. Mickey van der Ven or Matthijs De Ligt?
Van de Ven.
Wrong.
Sorry.
What? Van de Ven? Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah, Van de Ven.
Okay, hat trick of wrongs. I would have gone De Ligt, but
Go.
I'm stunned that we're still talking about it.
I
Like,
can't
it's
deal
like,
with it. I don't choose who I work with. Okay. Mickey Van de
Nor do
Ven.
we, mate.
Mickey Van de Ven versus Marc Guehi.
This is good.
This is good.
Yeah, good, but there's an obvious winner, right?
I think Guehi, yeah. I think
by a mile.
Excellent again. He's so good. He
So
is.
good.
He's so good.
He's England's best centre half by a mile.
Another one you let go?
Error.
Yeah.
Such an error.
Yeah,
Painful.
he's immense. He's immense.
Imagine how Liverpool's season would have gone if they got that signing over the line.
yeah, no, I possibly better. Maybe we'd have conceded loads less goals. No, I like him. I really, really do. I had question marks over things like his height, and then I watched him just absolutely. He's just dominated us. I feel like we've played Crystal Palace 14 times this season. It genuinely feels like that, and it feels like we've played a team of Marc Guehi's every single time. His head should have gone. You know, most players when they have that like late deadline day drama, that can absolutely turn them inside out, and instead he's just gone nuts.
Professional.
Can I ask a question on the side? If I could take you back to August 15th or August 30th or whenever the September 2nd. Can you? I went at the deadline day. I can't remember when it was.
Take me whenever you want.
Take you back to deadline day.
I mean, go.
Would you swap the Isak signing for a Guehi signing? No.
No.
Nah, that's outrageous.
Really?
Well,
Yeah, that's outrageous.
Isaac.
100%. Yeah, look at the troubles they're facing.
With hindsight, it's sensible. At the time, I
100%.
appreciate why you'd prioritise.
Yeah, but no, of course.
But with hindsight,
I think you can sign a Marc Guehi basically every season. You can't sign an Isaac every season. Players like that do not come along every season.
I think Liverpool should have prioritised.
I think Guehi was supposed to be bought to cover Canate leaving at the end. Who's going to leave at the end of the season, so you don't solve that problem next season. You solve it now and then.
Sensible.
They can fight it out, but that never happened.
Yeah, in terms of this though, Mickey Van de Ven is a very good player. He's a very good defender. But Guehi's levels above him, isn't he?
I don't think levels.
Not levels.
He is, man.
I don't think
Not levels above him.
I don't think
He
levels.
is.
He's better than him, I think. Yeah, but levels is a bit.
Van de Ven is a standard Premier League centre half.
He's not, Rory.
He is.
He really
No,
ain't.
no, no.
That's
He's physically a beast.
How can someone with that amount of pace that we've never probably ever seen in a centre half be a standard Premier
and
League
power.
defender?
He's got.
Mate, he
Is
scored a
Marc
goal
Guehi
the
in the
other
top
day.
3 Premier League centre halves, by the way?
Marc Guehi, definite.
Definite. Wow.
So De Ligt and Guehi are top 3. So who's the other one? In the
If
top
Arsenal
three?
had not out running this,
There are five centre halves in the top 3.
knocking on yours.
There are 5 centre halves in the top 3 of the Premier League centre halves. But so we're all in agreement. Marc Guehi is far superior than Mickey Van de Ven.
Oh, stop saying that. He probably
You're being a
wins
silly
this
bully.
round, but
Okay, let's vote. Is Marc Guehi better than Van de Ven?
Yes, Guehi. is the
Guehi.
answer.
Guehi, yeah.
yeah. Just
Unconvincing.
About. Just about.
Very unconvincing.
Would the same answer be said if it's for your team? Would you if you had to pick Guehi or Van de Ven, would you all pick Guehi?
Guehi by a mile.
Yeah, I'd pick. I don't.
Do you know why I'm asking that?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you might say he's the better player. Van de Ven
He's the
has
governor. Brilliant for England. Brilliant for Palace. Guides Palace to silverware.
No. What I think his
then
point
Van de
is,
Ven get a Europa
if you
League
play
or
like a
something.
high line, you want Van de Ven, don't you? Like,
Van de Ven would be an excellent fullback for Arsenal, wouldn't he? You know,
Oh,
he's just
yeah.
he's like,
the-
come in, play centre half.
Yeah.
Actually, mate.
yeah.
Sit down a second. I just want to explain something to you.
Okay, so Guehi. It gets trickier now. Marc Guehi into the next round to face William Saliba.
It gets tricky now.
That's not tricky, is it?
Can I ask, are there any other Arsenal centre halves on this list?
There are.
Hope so.
That shouldn't matter.
There are.
Should there, and it should be. I think what you said. What was it? Far superior. I think it applies here.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I think Saliba's gone from Marc Guehi.
The gap between Van de Ven and Guehi is far greater
No,
than
it's
the
not.
gap
No.
between
It's really not.
Guehi and Saliba.
We're talking like world class now. Before they're like really good players.
Guehi's world class.
No, he's not.
He is. He just doesn't play for a team where it is world class.
You have to
He's
prove
not
it.
world class.
But you could but you can be world class at a team that aren't world class. Matt Letizia is a world class player.
No, he wasn't.
He was. Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Of course he was.
Rory.
Gianfranco Zola was a world class player.
Maybe I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, maybe.
He was.
But at the time, I mean, looking back now,
Define as world class. Like
It means being the top class of the world.
that isn't an answer. You've just rephrased the question.
Okay, so William Saliba versus Marc Guehi.
You are joking. You're thinking about that.
I would probably conclude that Saliba is better. But I think that Marc Guehi is one of the best centre-halves in the league and is comparable to the very best.
I would not disagree that Marc Guehi is one of the best centre-halves in the Premier League, but there's another step up, ain't there?
Levels. He said levels the last round.
I think if Marc Guehi plays for Crystal Palace, he plays for a team where there is a ceiling. He has reached that ceiling. He has won their first ever trophy.
Yeah, all right.
He has beaten Liverpool at Wembley in a Charity Shield. Like, he's competing in Europe. He is effectively maxed out. He's done the best that they could possibly do at Palace.
Okay.
Saliba, Arsenal are a team that can win the league. How many has Saliba won?
Why do you
Keep your hand up while I count.
Yeah, but if we done this, the clapback. If we done this a year ago, no one would be even entertaining Guehi next to Saliba.
The reason one of the main reasons Arsenal are the best team in the league is because of players like Saliba, though.
Yeah, like Palace winning silverware, Guehi. But fine, again, democracy.
So
if you want to make it,
all right.
If you want to make it leaps and bounds.
I'll
say there's a Rizla paper.
World class when you won a League Cup with Swansea, like just because you win a trophy. Don't
I think I think a year ago, because Saliba was like, I think he was the coming force in centre halves in the Premier League, and I'm not sure he's even right now Arsenal's best centre half. But I thought he absolutely was a year ago. So I think it's closer between them two. I'd say Guehi right now could go on and be a leading centre-half at any of the top teams. But if he was bought for anything today, I think there's a case that he's only at best the second best centre-half at the top sort of clubs. But it's whether Saliba is the best, or is he the second best?
Just to play that game, if he went into Liverpool, he'd be the second best centre-half.
Yeah.
But he would be the second best, so he'd be better than Konate.
Or
at least he's on a par with Konate.
If he went into Man City, he would be...
I think he'd be the best.
Not that he's necessarily better than the second choices at those clubs. I think he's in that. He's right now. He's in that bracket.
Yeah.
So some big clubs. Liverpool, one of the biggest clubs in the world, proud institution. Real Madrid, the club, the European fortress. Barcelona, the hipster's choice. Yeah. 3 huge clubs. All seem to be monitoring Marc Guehi.
Some would say the establishment.
Below the belt, Gareth. All seem to be monitoring Marc Guehi.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Liverpool are going to go back in for him?
Yeah, probably. I mean, there's a few floating around. There's like a massive free transfer centre-back market. There's some Upamecano's on there as well, obviously. Konate will be going... If he doesn't stay at Liverpool, he'll be, Real Madrid are floating around him as well. It looks that way, but I think there's loads of posturing. So Real Madrid want Konate, Liverpool want Guehi, but Real Madrid are just
we'll
knobs.
So
they say we'll take Guehi,
to make everyone feel unhappy about everything. I do. I think Liverpool will go back for him.
Do you think you get him though? Like if he's on the radar of Real Madrid, if he's on the radar of Barcelona?
Yeah, I think so. I think he'd be probably like third choice on Real Madrid's.
I would say that clubs like Real Madrid monitoring. They probably only monitor one of the very best centre-halves in the league, wouldn't they?
That's what they're doing.
One of the top 3 even.
Like Jonathan Woodgate.
Do you know that?
Like Rudiger was.
The cheek of him. That's what they're doing, but when the one they wanted signed a new contract, they had to move to Guehi's or whoever else.
I'm not saying, by the way,
signed the contract.
Guehi can definitely become world-class, but I think at the minute it's hard to say... It's not a slight to say you're not world class yet, son, until you do it at one of the big boys.
I think it's very close between those two, though. Fair. By the way,
okay, so Saliba wins this. Okay, which now takes us on to an all Arsenal semi-final.
This is a good debate.
It's an all Arsenal semi-final. Gabriel versus Saliba.
Ben White.
Gabriel versus Saliba. 2 key components in Mikel Arteta's machine. It's 2 of the stingy. Like we're talking about breaking records that stood since 1903. When you were South London.
Long time ago now.
I think Turkish is the man for this.
Yeah. Listen, right now it's no debate. I think right now it's clear that it's Gabriel. And that's nothing against Saliba. I think Saliba's entered that stage now. His profile of defender, they don't have moments in games. Gabriel's still having the moments because he's that beast up and down.
Boxes, isn't it?
Exactly. Saliba's, he's not reached the Van Dijk level yet, but Van Dijk over the years had so many performances where he does very little, but in such a way where it's, it shows his class and his ability. That's where Saliba's at, but Gabriel takes all the headlines right now, both defensively and offensively. So I think Gabriel is the best defender in the world at the moment.
He's improved so much, Gabriel. He was so rash a few years ago.
He's got every quality quality that I want in a centre half.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Saliba has a lot of them, but the one quality that I just love in Gabriel, you know, that it has negative connotations, but you know, that ugly quality, that hateful quality, that snide quality.
Old school centre back
Just
quality.
love it. He's got it in abundance.
Chelsea all through. Yeah.
When we were good, we don't have it now.
Loathsome,
you're right.
detestable.
Like, every time he
Great.
plays Haaland, he's like he's at him,
Elbows,
shouting
horrible,
at him. Saliba's
barking.
a bit more cool, calm, collected.
Yeah.
I still think Saliba's a better player.
Player, yes.
I think,
Is he a better defender?
That's where I go Gabriel.
yeah, it depends on. They are different profiles. They do match each other so well. I don't think Saliba's like got worse. I just think Gabriel's got so much better, and now he's on a similar level. I think people are now maybe. I don't know.
He's more of a, but he's having. It's a moment's played as well.
The goals,
so
obviously,
it's easier
yeah.
to go, Gabriel. And look, you know, put him in your FPL team, and you laugh.
If William Saliba got injured between now and the end of the season,
we saw that when he got injured before.
Mascara
for a
came in.
long. If one of them had to get injured, who can Arsenal cope better without, Gabriel or Saliba?
At this moment in time, our unit is.
Yeah, but they need Gabriel for the goals.
Calafiori in for Gabriel. You put Mascara in for Saliba. At least if one of them are there, I'm comfortable either way. Really.
No, if Gabriel
depth,
goes
innit? That's
without the corners, Gabriel's a big miss.
That's okay. If we're talking offensively, that's where the miss comes in. No one's like Gabriel.
I still think Saliba's a better player, but I love how Gabriel's become this.
And I think the story, what you said about he's improved, that matters too. I think Saliba shot right to the top, and for him, it was about maintaining that level to prove it. Gabriel came in, was making mistakes.
Yeah.
His first year, Ben White was probably the better centre back when that was the pairing. Then Saliba comes in, adjusts, mistake here, mistake there. But now, I mean, he's still prone. That type of defender can still be prone to that moment because they're emotionally charged.
My sense, though. I just think Saliba's sensational. And I remember watching him. And I don't often watch opposition players in football matches. They're just like blobs in the way the lads that I really cared about. Yeah. But I made a point of watching Saliba go because of this whole "he's coming for the crown" kind of thing, and going, "Wow, I can't wait to see him do something wrong here, so I can add some ammunition to why he's not that good." Nah, flawless, absolutely flawless. And obviously, you can have bad games. It's so hard because you rise to that top. How do you maintain that as a centre half without scoring goals, basically, without having those moments? So, it's not quite as clear cut as this, but my sense is I think you could go and get another Gabriel. I think you could go and get another guy who's a threat in both boxes, a bit bigger and is a bit more of a centre half. Look, if you had to, Nketiah could come in and could be that threat. You know, he just could be. I just think Saliba's brilliant.
I think that's a really
He's the anchor, isn't he? Saliba's the anchor, and
His profile is a lot rarer in football.
Saliba makes the game look easy.
Yeah, he's done so well here.
I don't
Arteta,
disagree
hasn't
with
he?
any of that.
Arteta's done so well. It's one of those managerial contributions where it's so clearly him, you know, allowing Saliba to stay on loan for that extra year.
Look, it's just a numbers game. You buy enough centre halves, and eventually some of them are going to be good, aren't they?
Okay, so
I'll leave the
let's
votes
vote.
to my esteemed colleagues here.
Okay,
I'm happy either.
let's vote. Tom Garrett,
I'd go Saliba. Just
Paul Machin.
Yeah, Saliba.
I'll go Gabriel.
Okay, I'll go Gabriel then. I'll put
Okay, we are at deadlock. Let me think of a way to break the deadlock. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to say who's had a better season. Who's had a better season, Gabriel or Saliba? Tom Garrett.
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel.
Okay, so Gabriel progresses.
Yeah, through.
Gabriel progresses to face Virgil van Dijk in the final of the best
king.
centre half.
It's only right.
The king.
You come at the king,
It's only right.
and he's coming at the king. thrown it.
This has worked out splendidly, by the way, because if this was Van Dijk and Saliba, I think this is a much tighter debate. I really do, because I think Saliba is the next great Premier League centre-half, legendary centre-half, and I think Gabriel's excellent. I think he really is. No disrespect to him whatsoever. But, as I said previously, I think you can go and buy really good centre-halves, but that X factor, the extra thing that you've got, we've been doing these debates on a variety of formats for years and years and years, and everyone keeps telling me, this is the guy who's better than Van Dijk, this is the guy who's better than Van Dijk, and he's seen them all off. And that will stop eventually, but I don't think it stops with Gabriel.
I'm the opposite. I think if it was Saliba, I think it's it's destined to end with Van Dijk winning, because Saliba's trying to reach that category of what Van Dijk is at.
That's a good point.
Whereas if it's Gabriel, it's preference. What type of defender do you want? And
That's a very
Gabriel's
good
the
point.
most elite of that type, in my opinion, and Van Dijk's the most elite of the other type. As partners, they'd be perfect. But I think Gabriel pips it. Even if we break it down to the way we broke down the last one, who's been better this season? Yeah. I think it's unanimous that it's Gabriel.
I think this Virgil van Dijk thing has been overegged. Like, he's not been good this season. I think Wayne Rooney has done irreparable damage to the psyches of the general footballing public. He's wrong.
But he hasn't been good this season.
He's been fine. There are times when he's been outstanding, better. Yeah. We started the season, he was absolutely imperious. And Liverpool have had a little bit of a wobble. I would attribute the wobbles that Liverpool have had to Ibu Konaté's form far more than Virgil.
I agree.
That's all true. And obviously, you don't defend simply with a centre half. There's a team issue going on at Liverpool, no doubt. But also, there have been moments where we've seen Virgil van Dijk perhaps defend in a slightly less convincing way than we would be used to seeing.
He's had a few bad games this year.
Like we've seen him.
Honestly,
I thought he was poor against United.
Poor against United.
He hasn't.
I thought poor against Man City.
By the way, you know my
poor
thoughts on
against
Van Dijk. It's only the standards I hold him to, because
Yeah.
he probably has, from most centre halves, had a good season.
Yeah.
But for his standards, I think he has been a bit below.
Also, Paul, you know when you're
On the
captain of the
whole,
club,
yeah.
like for example, I will always use this against a Chelsea player. You know when people start trying to put Marcel Desailly in the top tier conversation, one of the reasons why I will say that he doesn't really belong in that is because he was captain of a Chelsea team that didn't win away in the league until the end of March. You're the captain. You have to take more stick, more of the form of the club rests on your shoulders than it does everyone else. Virgil van Dijk is the captain of the club that are defending the league title, and some would say they're out of the league title race by November. He's the captain. Doesn't that kind of rest on his shoulders to a degree?
But I've also seen him win games by his own force of will.
Yeah.
This season, I've seen him have big moments because he knows he has to. I've seen him engage far more and show his skill set more than he normally has to, because I've seen a leader there more than he's had to, because he's trying to prove a point. Yeah. And that's not like he's proving a point in fairly. He's not. I'm watching him every week and going, it's astounding when you consider, like, look at like the drop off of like Mo Salah as an example. I'd be looking at him and going, well, there's someone who does some issues around. Van Dijk is not an issue at all. Yeah. I honestly watch him every week, and I think this happens sometimes where people go, oh, he's had a bit of a bad game. People jump on it myopically. Again, this idea of like, he has not been dribbled past. People keep mentioning this and they go, oh, he's been dribbled past. Cool.
Yeah.
Well done.
No, mate. You're preaching to the choir here. We'll all agree that is a nonsense
They get
kind of way.
dribbled past all the time, and everyone goes, no, that's it, he's finished now. What? Because he got dribbled past once. What are we talking about? No. Honestly, I find it wild that people even have a conversation around his form this season. He has been there every game. Rumours he's been playing through injury as well, which has been kept a little bit on the down low. But new left back next to him, centre back partners in wild form, no stability at right back. Changed the goalie halfway through the season as well through injury, and there's Virgil van Dijk still winning all of his aerial duels. Yeah. Still got the passing range, still got the pace. Still, he honestly.
Okay, so should we put it to a vote? The best defender in the Premier League, is it Gabriel or is it Virgil van Dijk? Turkish.
Gabriel.
Paul?
It's Virgil van Dijk.
It's Van Dijk. It's the best ever.
Gabriel. I'm doing it on this season.
I know you're going to say Gabriel because it's that you like that type of defender, but I prefer the make the game.
Who's been better this season though? For me,
I think Gabriel's been better this season.
I'm going back to levels.
The question is who's better. Van Dijk's still better than Gabriel.
Van Dijk would be better if you put Van Dijk in Arsenal's team with a team that defends like that and has all that around him.
Van Dijk be on the bench at Arsenal.
He just wouldn't.
But if you put Gabriel in the Liverpool team, you're a much better outfit.
I disagree. He plays in Van Dijk's position. He plays left-sided centre half.
Yeah,
right?
but Van Dijk can play both sides. You know, he's
look.
If you're a football playing centre back and you can't play right and left, that's poor.
Yeah, but
that is poor.
He's so good that he plays left on his wrong side, and he's the best in the world at it.
I agree with that, but he can move. I think Gabriel.
I'm just saying he's better in that position than Gabriel.
Okay. I can't believe we're a drawing here.
Yeah, I thought it was a landslide. I think Marc Guehi's been done dirty. But what can we do? Right, just so that we get a definitive out here. One last chance to change your mind.
Can I cut in with? Arsenal have just matched a 100-year defensive record, and the best defender in that unit is Gabriel. Van Dijk is the better player. He's the best centre back for sure. If we're taking into account years, but there is no debate that Gabriel right now is the best centre back in this league.
Arsenal have the best defence.
Yeah.
But I still think
Dijk's still a
Van
better
Dijk's
player.
better.
He's just there's not one thing I think Gabriel's better at other than scoring.
This season, I think he's been better at everything.
Gabriel engages a lot more than Van Dijk. That's a criticism Van Dijk's had this year. The whole running part, I don't agree with that, but Van Dijk backs off a lot. Gabriel's an engaging defender.
Back off, goal.
Gabriel's an engaging defender.
All right, Casado did it. Cool. yeah. So
I think Gabriel's great. Gabriel has been
It's tight, yeah. I mean,
flawless this season, but I'm never going to pick anyone over Van Dijk until he falls off a cliff or something. Like
He has.
he hasn't.
He has.
nonsense.
He's for his standards. If we're going off this
By
season,
his standards, yeah.
if we're going off this season, I'd edge it Gabriel. But you asked me who's the better player. It's Van Dijk.
No.
Well, we're at
You
stalemate.
asked him the wrong question. Then.
No,
this is not
Not me, mate.
change-
Take it out on me.
Hold on, no, because the question is not top 5 players that play in defence. The question is
Who's
top
the best-
5 centre backs.
who's the best centre half?
He's saying
Who's the
that.
best centre half in the Premier League? Van Dijk.
Incorrect.
It's Van Dijk.
Incorrect.
It is absolutely.
Gabriel.
Correct.
Who's the best centre half who has got a name that begins with G?
The answer
Plays
Spain based on
I don't
in
even
the last
like
11
arguing for
games.
Arsenal players, but it is what it is. Sadly, we are at stalemate and there is very little that we can do about it, so we need you to decide. Who is this episode's final one standing? Let us know in the comments and remember to click the link in the description for your chance to win this week's jackpot in final one standing. Thanks again for watching WHFC. If you want to watch our revised... Thanks again for watching WHFC. If you want to watch our revised Premier League predictions, click the video that's on screen now. And if you've enjoyed the show, then please subscribe to the channel to never miss an episode. This show was brought to you by William Hill, 18+. Please gamble responsibly.